Good morning everyone. I'm Simon Simple. Thanks for joining us for this morning's episode of Let's Get to the Bottom. In our studio, a man who needs no introduction. John Boner.
It's Boehner.
Sorry John. And on Skype, from his home office in DC, Harry Reid.
Good morning John, Simple.
It's Simon. But now it's time to get to the bottom. John, is it true that you invited Bibi to speak before Congress without informing the White House?
Yes.
And is it also true that you don't consider it a poke in the eye?
Yes, if I was poking, it wouldn't be in the eye.
So Harry, what do you think?
It was not the right thing to do, John. You were definitely out of bounds.
Bibi is vehemently against this deal. Israel is our most important ally in the region. I thought it was appropriate to hear his views on the agreement.
John, we all know Bibi doesn't trust Iran.
True, I don't trust them either. This deal, which should be a treaty, will be a major error.
John, we know where you stand. Harry, do believe that it would be an historic mistake in trusting Tehran to show good faith on the country's nuclear ambitions.
Not exactly, but if Bibi says the negotiations are at a delicate stage, who am I to disagree? Now it's time for my sitz bath, so I'm signing off.
The man is not playing with a full deck.
It's time for a short commercial break. When we get back, we'll hear from Nancy and Mitch.
Hi gentlemen.
Hi Nancy. Simon, you know that Bibi didn't accept my invitation until after I notified the White House. This is not a road visit.
I spoke to Bibi last week. I told him his visit could send the wrong message in terms of giving diplomacy a chance.
John, this looks like you and Bibi are using his for political gain. What about that?
That's such, if you pardon my French, BS. It's the Democrats who are saying that.
John, we are not. You are undermining Obi. This is a critical time in the negotiation process. This speech is undiplomatic and reckless.
Nancy, you and I both know you want to back up the president without angering the powerful pro-Israeli interests in the United States or Jewish voters. Well, it'll be hard to do.
John, relax. It's time for another short break and then Mitch will be joining us. Well, here's Mitch and Chuck.
Chuck decided he wanted to come along.
Hi. So Mitch, Chuck, where do we stand on Bibi speaking to Congress?
He's going to speak. And our banking committee approved a bill to impose new sanctions on Iran if an accord on their disputed nuclear program is not reached by March 24th.
Mitch, you know it's inappropriate for him to speak.
Says who?
The president said he would veto any new sanctions. I'm against that. I'm for the sanctions. But I still think it's not diplomatic for Bibi to speak to Congress.
Can we agree that this speech is extremely unusual, and a major break with the way that foreign relations usually work?
Bibi is playing a game with U.S. domestic politics to try to undermine and pressure Obama, and thus steer U.S. foreign policy. I don't like that.
I want to help him out. He knows more about that part of the world than we do. Do you trust Iran? I don't.
We can't have a U.S. political party siding with a foreign country over their own president. That's not right. Do you not see that? And you know I'm a staunch supporter of Israel.
Look, the enhanced sanctions would only occur if a deal is not reached. This should further incentivize the Iranians to reach an agreement, which should be a treaty.
Well, I don't know about you, but I certainly don't believe we got to the bottom. Goodbye.